Coach, opening statement.
Yeah, awesome day today, man. Beautiful weather, really hot again, you know. Thank the good Lord for that. Had a good day just in helmets, a lot of special teams work, and it was a good day. So we're going to name Billy Wiles a starter. You know, two things have been evident to me throughout this fall camp. You know, one, Holman and Billy are both really good players and good leaders, and we can win with both of them. And two, you know, Billy's been better. You know, he's just been a little bit better, and this is not a deal where, like, Holman's a really good football player, like a really good player. Billy's just been a little bit better, and he's done some things better. So, well, you know, he's going to be the starter moving forward, and we'll roll with that. And y'all know how we go here, man. We compete every day. We had a good competition again today, and our kickers are still battling. We'll probably finalize that towards the end of this week because we got 3 more practices in Shells. And we're getting ready for Alcorn, starting introducing Alcorn today. They're obviously a proud program. You know, over the last several years, they've won a lot of conference championships. And, you know, it's going to be a tremendous challenge. We expect the Rock to be packed. And should be a fun first game. And so we've got to be ready for that and all that entails. And we transition over to kind of doing that. The rest of the week will be what we call 50-50 days. We'll have what is normally a competition Tuesday tomorrow, even though it's a Wednesday. And then we'll go to scouts at the end. The rest of the week, it'll be like what is a normal Wednesday for us. The first half, we'll do some keeping our blade sharp stuff. And the second half, we'll do mostly scouts, getting ready for Alcorn. So with that, I'll open it up.
Can you take us, Coach, through when you told the guys about your decision at QB and what their reactions were?
Well, that's between me and them. I mean, I told them first thing yesterday morning. Y'all know me and how I handle things. I try to be upfront and honest. And, hey, I love them 2 kids. You know what I mean? And they love Southern Miss. They love each other. And obviously, you know, they both want to start and they both can't. But they're 2 really good players that I think the world of. I think they're both 2 of the best quarterbacks in this conference. I really do. I think they're both good players. And yeah, but we told them first thing yesterday morning.
Coach, hit on the move from Mahaffey to Jack.
Yeah, so Jordyn, you know, we moved him to tight end in the spring to give us a little more punch right there. And then as we got into the summer and Justin Reed got here and Evan McNally's growth, so we all of a sudden had 2 players that were young that we felt like were going to be really good players in this league this year. And at that point, we kind of talked to Mahaffey, you know, how are you liking offense? Would you rather be defense? He said, Coach, you know, I kind of like defense better. And so we moved him back over. You know, with Hobbs being out, we think moving him to Jack gives us some pass rush ability and playmaking ability. Jordyn is a guy that plays every snap like it's the last time he's ever going to get to play in his life. And so he's coming off a little injury that he sustained early. And so you know, he's going to be fine. But we think he can add some more depth right there to a really talented Jack room with Clemens, Carr, and Tremont Henry.
What was the reaction or like the general feel in the QB room after you named the starter?
Well, you know, I mean, that's between me and those 2 guys. You know what I mean? They're first-class human beings, you know, and they love Southern Miss, love each other, and they're going to keep competing versus each other. Billy knows Holman's going to bring it every day, and Holman is going to bring it every day. That's the way. That's the fiber he's made of. So, you know, it is what it is.
You've known Billy Wiles a long time, Coach. You recruited him. What way back then? What was it about his skill set that initially made him stand out to you as a recruiter?
Yeah, well, recruiting him, you know, we knew that he was highly intelligent. He had a deep passion for football, and he had great throwing ability from an accuracy and touch standpoint. The thing that he's shown through this fall camp, and y'all can see it, is you know, making plays outside of the pocket. You know, like the first touchdown run in the scrimmage the other day. You know, his ability to run and make plays that are off script a little bit, if you will, have been really good. And then he understands the offense, the checks, where the ball's supposed to go. And Holman does too. You know what I mean? Like, they're both really good. So now we're excited about both of them.
How did Billy come onto your radar when he was a freshman?
When he was a freshman, you talking about
Back at when you were at Tulane, right?
Tulane? Yeah. So when I was at Tulane, I never coached Billy. I just had him committed.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, we national recruited for quarterbacks, and Billy was a young man that was high academic, and you know, we reached out to him, me and Wes Fritz, the director of personnel there, and he was responsive to everything Tulane had to offer. And he came in on an unofficial visit with him and his mom right before COVID hit, so we were actually able to meet each other and get to know each other. And You know, it was a pretty good hit right away with how I do things and want to do things and what he's looking for. And so he committed to us. And then, of course, we came here and we both went our separate ways. And now we're back together, hopefully for a lot of fun times.
And kind of bounce off that. I mean, I assume he hit the portal and it was a natural connection kind of thing?
Yeah, you know, once he hit the portal, you know, like I said, we had a great relationship from previous, and not just with me, but also with Rebecca and his family and all that. And same thing with Holman. You know, we had a lot of relationships with him, being from French Camp, his daddy running that school, and so many connections from him to East Central. And he played for Shannon Dawson at Houston, who used to coach here. We've known a long time. So there was deep connections with both of them, which allowed us to sign 2 highly recruited players, and a lot of people wanted at that position.
And you know, the quarterback battle was really tight all through fall camp. What was the moment that you felt like Billy Wiles really separated himself? Was there a play? Was there a moment in practice? Or just...
No, I never thought it was a moment because I wanted to let it play out. You know, I wanted to scrimmage twice. I wanted every practice to matter, and I think it did. I think they were both really good. I just think Billy was a little bit better, and he was a little bit better consistently. You know. I think they both played at a high level. I just think I know, based off all the data and everything, that he was a little bit better, and he was consistently a little bit better.
Coach, have we made too big a deal out of this? Considering you got 2 quarterbacks you really like.
That's the Southern Miss way, though, Kevin. You know, if we're not making a big deal out of something, we're not being who we are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how we roll, right? And that's because we got such a passionate fan base that love it, and they want to build this program back. I think our fan base believes that we are building it back. I think we're chomping at the bit to get back. And I think we're going to be in the mix. I do. Somebody asked me the other day, when are you going to win championships again? And I said, man, I don't know. I don't know, but I know we're going to eventually. And I hope it happens sooner rather than later, but we are a little closer today than we were yesterday. And these kids we've got are pushing to get it back. And we got a tremendously hard schedule, but we're going to be in the mix.
Other than Hobson, how are you guys physically now as you head into the opener?
Yeah, we should be good. You know, Davis Dalton is still nursing a hamstring. We hope to have him back. He plays a position that's tough on a hamstring because he's a punter and a receiver, which if you ever tried to do either one of those with a pulled hamstring, that's hard. But outside of that, you know, off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody that wasn't, you know, out there that we're planning on playing today. So I feel pretty good about it.
Good morning, Coach. Is your depth chart pretty much set, or there's still some position battles going on next 10 days or so?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if we had to play today, we know who we'd start. But man, we do competition every Tuesday, and people have to play well during the year. And that's what we just actually got done talking about. You know, Ty Mims wasn't starting this time last year. Bryce Ramsey wasn't starting this time last year. But you know, you don't practice just to do it. You practice to improve. And there's people that are going to improve over the year, especially guys that are just here and learning the systems. Young guys are going to get more and more comfortable with our systems as the year goes on, and so young guys usually grow, you know, as the year goes on. So we're going to always compete at every spot.
How confident does it make you that, you know, like as opposed to previous years where you had to, you know, select by default, you have such competition and such talented players that the decision is kind of difficult?
Yeah, well, that's what you want as a program. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to get to the point where there's competition at every spot. And we went into this offseason saying we wanted the quarterback room to be like our D-line room, you know, and we felt like we did that, you know, because I think it's been so much fun to watch these 2 kids compete every day. I think it's been so much fun to watch them bring it. I think it's been so much fun to see their competitive nature and how they've risen to the occasion. And I think it's only made our team better as a whole.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.